Hi, my name is Anna, and I'm going to be doing a 2018 Spring FabFitFun unboxing with you today. So the way I like to do my unboxings is more of a review rather than an actual just live unboxing. I'm an affiliate, but even as an affiliate, I still get my boxes the same time as the rest of my friends. So it's kind of late in the game, and I know already many people have their box. So you might not have yours yet. I know they're having a hard time with shipping again this season. But if you do, I just want to review some of the products with you and maybe give you an idea of what you might want to trade for or what you could release and not feel bad about. I'm big on trading. I run a trade group. I totally endorse trading. It's a great way to unload things that you don't love or to get more of something you do love. So the magazine this season is another great magazine. It always is full of fun ideas and tips. You know, a lot of people gloss over it, but I love looking through it. I always keep my magazines and refer back to them, especially because they often feature FabFitFun members, and I love to see my friends. And if you look this season in the magazine, you might see a familiar face. Alright, so first up, let's talk about the products that were annual choice selections, not choice, annual select options. So these were things that members who have an annual $179 subscription get to choose from each season. The anchor product was the Rachel Pally Clutch. So this came in 3 options, and I have 2 that I can show you today. I received the Paradise version for being a FabFitFun partner this season and previewing that in my Instagram page. You might have seen the post. And this is the one that I chose, Zahara, in my actual seasonal box. So they both feature a canvas side as well as a vegan leather side. One thing I'd like to note is the color. This didn't really come through in photographs or in photography, so it's something that you need to know. I've already seen women in the forum that are disappointed because the clutches arrived not looking the way they anticipated. So this is very much a peach color. This is not very pink. So I definitely would say this is much more of a peachy, almost a dark peach color, not pink. Don't expect light pink and blue. A lot of people thought it was light pink and blue. It's not. It's very dark peach and then kind of a minty teal, I would say. Minty teal. And Zahara is a burnt rusty orange and then a very, very much Dijon mustard. So not that bright mustard that's really popular this year. It's much more of a almost I'd say rusty again, Dijon color. The insides have little pockets, so you have one little more space to store something. And I've heard about people who are not interested in using clutches because they need their items to be hands-free, and I agree, I'm one of those people. There are tons of tutorials online that can teach you how to put a strap onto these so they can be a saddlebag. You can also use it to hold your iPad or your tablet device, or you could use it for traveling to put some more items in to keep them safe while you're traveling. So that could be another great option for these. The other item that came for a select option was the Anderson Lilley candle. Now, Anderson Lilley has worked with FabFitFun before. They put lotions in our 2016 winter boxes. So I chose Manhattan Beach because I thought it sounded similar to the winter in Manhattan, or it might have even been called Manhattan Beach lotion that was in our winter boxes. So I went with the devil I knew rather than one I didn't. The smell is very strong. I've heard people saying that their smell is not strong. Mine is super scented. They're copper candles. They're very attractive. A lot of women have talked about just dumping the candle and using this little canister, or why am I blanking on the word for what this is called? Votive? I'm not sure. Using this canister again, repurposing it for something else. My kitchen has a ton of copper cookware, so I think it could be adorable in my kitchen. They're having issues with quality control, so make sure you check your candle before you trade it, or as soon as you get your box, you can contact customer service. Mine is really gross on the inside. It's covered in wax drippings, and it has uneven spray coverage. There are people's fingerprints when they sprayed it. They didn't do a good job, so their fingerprints are like permanently on the inside. So I contacted customer service, and they're sending me a new one, but make sure you check your candle. If it's 3/4 of the way full, I want to mention that's how it's supposed to be. So a lot of influencers or celebrity endorsers got full candles. Regular members, we are not going to get those. We're just going to get 3/4 full, and apparently that's how it's meant to be. So we only got two select options this season. That was it, just 2, not the standard 3 that we usually get. So let's move on to the choice options. These were what every member could choose from. So there was a jewelry choice option where you could either get this Brenner bracelet, and it came in both rose gold and silver, and I chose rose gold, and this was the actual item that I chose in my box. I chose it because it was listed as being a 6-inch bracelet with a 7-inch extender, 1-inch extender to make it 7 inches. I have tiny wrists. They're about 5.5 inches, a little bit under actually. So 6 inches is about as big as I can go before it feels awkward and strange. So when I saw that there was a 6-inch bracelet included, I really wanted it, not because I really enjoyed the design so much as I just wanted another layering piece, and it's hard to find bracelets small enough. I've actually had them custom made for me, so this was exciting. But unfortunately, when it came in, I discovered that whoever measured them improperly and did not include both the Brenner little tag they added and the clasp, which actually makes it 6.5 inches plus the 1-inch extender, and thus too big for my wrists. So I was really sad about that. I really wanted to layer it with my rose gold clues watch and with other little dainty bracelets that I have, but unfortunately it's just too big. But that's great news for you if you were worried that the bracelet might be too small for you. So if you're looking to get this in a trade, or maybe it pops up in the add-ons again and you are worried that it was too small, please know that it's actually a 1/2 inch longer than it was stated to be. The other option was to get these gorgeous tassel earrings. So these came in black as well as white and peach, and I traded for both. So I really love them. When I first saw that these were included in the box, I was like, gag me now, I hate them. But then I saw them in a video and thought, no, I need to have those. And I love these. I wore them 2 nights ago, and I wore them for 6 hours, and they were so light. I never wear anything but studs because I don't like any weight on my earlobes. These were light and comfortable the entire night. I couldn't believe it, and they're so cute. I got tons of compliments. The only thing I want to say is if you have sensitive ears, take note. Every season I hear like, oh, they're hypoallergenic. You don't need to worry about these posts irritating your ears. But those of us with sensitive ears know that's never the case. There are like 2 brands that I can wear and know that my ears aren't going to hurt. And sadly, these did leave my earlobes looking a little red and feeling a little irritated when I took them out at the end of the night, but that's not as bad of a reaction as I've had before, and certainly will not keep me from wearing these, but I do want to note that in case you have even more sensitive ears than I have. So that was the first choice option. The second was to either get this Korres body butter in Guava or to get some KNC lip like plumping, moisturizing beauty mask kinds of things. So I went with the body butter because I had read that the KNC Beauty lip masks didn't have great reviews. They didn't really plump. They only kind of moisturized. And I was like, that's not really for me. Plus, there's only 5. So I got the Korres body butter. I'd read that it was a great company and that it's super natural, and I wanted to give it a try. It's 93.9% natural, which actually doesn't meet my standard, but it's still pretty good. The smell is awesome. It's really tropical and like coconutty. I wouldn't call it guava at all. I'd call it more tropical coconut. It smells great. I used it 2 nights in a row, last night and the night before. It did leave my skin really soft. I want to mention though that it's extremely thick, and very whitely pigmented. So when you're rubbing it in, you have to rub it in for a long time to get rid of that white mask. I hope you can see it. But I was rubbing and rubbing it into my legs, and they were not absorbing it. So it's gonna take you a while. You might wanna try it on at night and get a feel for how it works into your legs and into your arms before you use it during the day and go out and have white everywhere. The other thing I want to mention is it comes foil sealed. Mine's not because I've been using it obviously, but it does come foil sealed. If you receive this in your box or as a trade and it doesn't have a foil seal, you're going to want to contact your trade partner or customer service and let them know because it's possibly been used or could have contamination issues. The next thing I want to talk about is this Murad Skin Perfecting Lotion. So this came up in my forum, not my forum, in my Facebook group. We were talking about things that you guys might want to hear in an unboxing, and one of my friends asked me about this lotion and if I've tried it. It's kind of been going around that it's for blemish prone skin, which makes those of us with more mature skin a little bit like, is this for me? And I want to say that I do think it could fit a variety of women. So I can't actually try this. There are a couple of ingredients that agree with my skin, but I do think looking at it that this is not just for women who are struggling with blemish prone skin. It also has a retinol in there, which is great for anti-aging. So if you've got older skin, I would say maybe if you're between the ages of like 15 and 55, this could work really well for you. It could be a great summer, spring moisturizer. So again, I live in a cold climate. I can't imagine using this in the winter. I need some really rich moisturizing stuff. But I do think this could be something that I would use in the spring or in the summer when my skin's a little bit more oily and definitely in need of a little blemish clearing help. So this could be a more wide-reaching product than we had previously imagined. And Murad is a great company. It's long established. People love it. Dermelect Cosmeceuticals gave us this ridge filler, and I was kind of ambivalent about this when it came in the box. I was like, no thanks. But I actually have really gnarly nails. They grow super well. I have to cut them every week. I don't know if you can see how long they are. I have to cut them every single week to bring them back down to a normal length because they're so long, but they peel easily and I have tons of ridges. So I tried this 2 nights ago to see if I liked it, and I gotta say, it's beautiful. The color goes on and it's very, very blush, very, you know, lightly pigmented, but it does give you a nice shine and it's almost holographic if you look at it up close. But I will say the very next day it was already peeling off, so it's already chipped off so much in 48 hours, actually less than that. It's probably been 36 hours. It's chipped off quite a bit, but I'm still going to keep using it, and hopefully it will restore my nails and make them look a little nicer. And it does have a 20% off coupon in the inside for Ulta, so not just for Ulta, you have to use it for one of their products, but if you intend to buy this again or want to try something else from Dermelect, there is a 20% off coupon if you get it from Ulta. Next up, we've got this Ish palette. I'm heartbroken about this because I pre-traded it thinking I would hate it, and now I really want to keep it. So all of my friends that already have this have been showing me how beautifully pigmented it is and how creamy it is and moisturizing and how the coverage goes on well and lasts for a long time, and I really want to open this and show it to you and try it, but I can't because I am a good trader and I don't ruin things that I'm giving to other people. So this is going off today to a friend of mine in my trade group. I hope she loves it. She actually had traded for 2 more because she liked it so much. So if you were like me and you pre-traded something because you thought you were going to hate it, maybe we don't need to keep doing that. Maybe we just get things in our hands and we see how we feel about them before we pre-trade them. 12 beautiful colors, and I love lipstick. Going away today. So please give your palette a chance. Don't just write it off. I think FabFitFun worked really hard to give us a beautiful palette, and I didn't appreciate their efforts. So give it a try. The next item I want to talk about is this Free People Vegan Leather Sleep Mask. So I'm a sleep mask aficionado. I love sleep masks. I use them every night almost. Definitely use them when traveling. I really need a very dark environment to sleep, but I'm kind of picky about them. My favorite one has great contouring in it so that it goes over the nose and over the eyes without actually touching them, and then makes a nice seal against my face. So this is not my favorite sleeping mask. It's pretty standard as far as just being flat and one-dimensional, but I do like that it's oversized, so you can get like a lot of coverage on your face still. And I do like that it has a removable gel pack. So I have one already that has gel beads in it and is a little bit more conformable to the face that I like a little better. But this one's kind of cute. You know, it came in this mint color as well as gray and ballet pink. So it's kind of cute. It might be fun for the gram. I don't know that I would use it a lot other than that, but I have friends who've already used it for migraines and they say it's fantastic, or for depuffing their eyes. And it does have an extender so that it can fit multiple head sizes. Though another friend of mine told me, and she has a perfectly normal sized head, and she told me that it's not big enough for her. So you might want to check that and then decide if you can keep it or not. The last item in the box was this massage roller, and it came in random colors. You just got whatever color you got, as well as did the eye mask. So I have a couple of friends in my group that also didn't know how to use this. Mine is defective. It has like black spots all over it that look like mold to me, but my husband says couldn't possibly be mold. I don't know. I asked for a new one because that looks gross. I use another massage roller as well. These are great to put on the ground and roll your feet over after a long day. They can kind of work out some of that tension. And also I'm a dancer. I dance on point. So for me, I like to use them on my feet as well because I get a lot of cramps there. I also like to roll it up and down my calf area, on my thighs after a really hard workout, on my ankle area because I get a lot of pain in there from ballet again. So I haven't ever actually used a massage roller just to give an actual massage, but I've always used them. I work for a sports certified chiropractor, so I use them for like breaking down, you know, lactic acid and kind of helping my body feel a little bit more normal after a tough class. So you can try that if you've had like a rough workout, rubbing it over the areas where the lactic acid is built up and see if you can break some of that down. I also, again, recommend just sticking it on the floor and rolling your feet over it to break up some tension in there. So that's the entire box. The only other thing I want to hit are 2 add-ons real quick before we're done here. So I got 4 add-ons this season. I am big on add-ons, but I'm big on doing your research. So if you're going to buy add-ons, you need to make sure you check to see if you can find it for a better price, check to make sure you enjoy the ingredients, and check to make sure there's nothing else nefarious going on before buying them. I think FabFitFun does a great job with add-ons, but I'm very picky about which ones I'll get. I did get their Too Fit to Quit water infuser, which is a good size. It's bigger than I thought it would be, has good seal. My friend Cassie has this. She's had it for several years. They've offered it before in add-ons, and she said it's lasted well, that it's her favorite water bottle, so I got one of those. I got the MineTan plus the little mitt, which I used this morning, and I don't know if you can see the color yet. I don't think it's developing. I still look pretty pale, but I thought that was a great deal. I saw a lot of reviews about it, and I was excited. I got the Kate Spade calendar. Can't talk about how much I love it. It's already on my wall, so I can't show you. It's awesome. I love it. And then I got this lack of color Spencer Boater hat, and this is something I do want to talk about, where I knew I was kind of taking a risk, and I'm not sure how I feel about it still. So I tried contacting customer service over and over again, trying to figure out what size this was, because on the Lack of Color website, which is an Australian brand, it's listed at 79 Australian dollars, which is like, I think $69 US. And it's listed as having a genuine leather for the terracotta, a genuine leather band, and coming in small, medium, or large. And I wanted to know which size we were getting because I had measured my hat and knew which size I needed. So right before I was closed, I think like a couple of hours before they closed, someone on chat was able to tell me that it came in size medium large, which is not offered on the Lack of Color website, and threw up some serious red flags for me, because I knew that meant that Lack of Color was specifically making these hats for FabFitFun, which could mean a quality change. It could mean that there would be different materials, that it might not look the same as it did on the website, any of those issues. And I wasn't wrong about that. So when it arrived, it says one size on the inside, which super annoys me because, again, that's not what's being sold on the website. And I'm looking at this band, and you guys, I am not sure that this is genuine leather. I would be very surprised. And in the add-ons, it wasn't listed for anything except for the black version. The black version said it had, you know, the ribbon, but this terracotta didn't have a material listed. So it doesn't move like leather. It doesn't look like leather. I would be very surprised to learn that this was actually leather. So I don't think it is. And then of course it's hot glued together because it's not that same quality standard that you would get from the Lack of Color website. And I had to like remove, you know, hot glue strings, and that really bummed me out. So please pay attention. Try and make sure that, you know, when you're buying something from the add-ons, that it's exactly what you think it is. I got this hat because it looked like a really great deal, but when you consider that there was a quality change, that it's not the one being sold on the website, it doesn't seem like as good of a deal anymore. However, I don't know if it's still cute. Is it cute? Because I'm hoping it's really adorable, and that would make me feel a lot better about getting it. So anyway, that's everything I have to say today. If you have any questions about FabFitFun, please feel free to send me a message or get in contact with me. I've been a subscriber for a long time, and I hope you can tell from my videos that I'm very honest about the products and about the service that you'll receive from them. So I'd love to answer any questions you have. I think it's a great box. You know, even though I tell the truth in these videos about what I love or what I don't love, and the past 2 seasons have been not my favorite boxes, I still love the company. You know, I can't talk about how much I've loved certain boxes. Spring, summer, and fall 2017, I loved. Fall 2016 was epic proportions. I mean, there have been so many products in these boxes that I use on a daily basis that have really made my life, the quality of life, go up. So, and I love the forum. I love the women that I've got to make friends with. I think it's incredible that the CEOs are in constant contact with customers. I bet they know several of us by name, which is amazing to me. It's a great company. I love them. Yeah, so if you have any questions, feel free to ask, and you can get in touch with me via email. You can leave a comment in the comment section, through the forum, however you feel. Have a great day. Bye.